Viewer discretion is advised.
You're a fucking cunt.
Bad boys,
You piece of shit.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Gentlemen, me again. Do you like the title? Guess who my favorite VTuber is? Expect complete neutrality and fairness in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to LowEffortClips and LumiClips. LowEffortClips is basically God in the Phase Connect sphere for providing us with the highlights of so many streams. He's literally everywhere at all times. Also vote for LowEffortClips in the VTuber Awards Best Clipper category. I've linked it in the description below. Today's soundtrack is brought to you by EVE Online. Lumi Kaneko, affectionately known as the Lemon Whore. Yes, affectionately known as the Lemon Whore. Everybody's favourite tard. The whitest of women and the fucker of dogs. One of the most underestimated people in all of VTubing and indeed in FaZe Connect itself. I don't think she's the most underestimated person in FaZe. I think Tits McGee over here is. But Lumi has all the ingredients to be a megastar VTuber, the likes of Mori Calliope, if she wanted to, that is. Why? Well, let's take a quick look at what she can do. Number 1, Lumi streams almost every single day. No waiting a week to get your dose of the Lumi Gumi, she's pretty much always streaming. Lumi isn't your Oshi? Well, when your Oshi has gone off for the day and you've got nothing to do, I bet you Lumi is streaming. Bored and don't know what to do? Lumi is probably streaming something. If you're a European and you're looking for something big, bold for your evening entertainment, there's no one I can recommend more highly than Lumi Kaneko.
Could you recommend anything for the end of the night? Something big, bold. May I suggest?
Lumi Kaneko.
Hey, it's me, Livy, your favorite Todd.
Custom bolt carrier release and charging handle.
Hard hands.
Textured grips, should your hands get wet.
Number 2, a very compelling entertainer. Poor Lumi is genuinely an incredibly hard worker, and the poor woman has never caught a break, unless you count joining FaZe Connect as a break. Pippa and Mi-chan deserve their success, and they deserve a lot more than they do already. However, they both caught some pretty good waves in their careers with Hogwarts Legacy. It's not like Lumi is the only one who hasn't caught a break, right? But Lumi has achieved her current levels of success by being excellently consistent and consistently excellent, doing her own thing over years, hopping from indie to corpo to indie again for a small period, and back to corpo again. She's been to hell and back to hell, and she's quite big despite a theoretically small niche, and that's always great to see. Fewer template VTubers, please. What also makes Lumi compelling is she's another one of those VTubers who genuinely wants to be here and wants to be successful without trying to cut corners. No, instead of feeling sorry for herself, good old Lumi has dedicated herself to becoming an excellent entertainer and will work on any skill needed to hit this goal. She's no karaoke queen, no talking in a melody or letting a nice voice carry an otherwise very flat performance. Lumi can sing pretty damn good.
I woke up, fell back to sleep, 'cause I'd rather live in my dreams. I lay here wondering why did the world stop spinning? Am I frozen in time?
She has quite clearly trained her voice over a long period of time. Take a look at this. Like, this isn't something you can do casually in 6 months. It takes years of weekly practice. She's also got one hell of a personality. She's genuinely very cool and friendly and a ditzy dumb blonde bitch who literally says everything that comes into that chip-like brain she has.
You're confused again, you got the misconceptions inside in that chip-like brain you have.
Sometimes it's not even 5 minutes into the stream and the energy and the ramblings of this woman has caused my brain to just factory reset. Sometimes she genuinely does give me headaches, but it's alright.
I went to get my nails done all cute and stuff, and you know like when they do it at the nail salon?
She's scrambling my brain. I'll get her.
However, she can just RKO you out of nowhere with Mega Stacy energy.
Loser! Imagine hating someone when they don't give a fuck about you back. Ooh, someone's parasocial. Let me mid, to be honest. You can only hate me if I hate you back. Otherwise, you're wasting your energy. See, I hate all of chat. We hate each other, so that's why we're friends.
Third, Lumi is a legit gamer and has the best taste in things. She's actually good at video games and genuinely enjoys them. No gamer girl archetype, she's the real deal. She's played Paradox games, Factorio, which is literal crack, Kerbal Space Program, the XCOM games. She loves Warhammer, especially the grim dark of Warhammer 40k. Like, holy fuck, this is the coolest woman in the world. The pure ponage generation would go crazy if Vtubing was around back then.
I am the ownage, bitches.
Lumi even has excellent taste in waifus. She's engaged to Ashalia Rinko of Face Connect.
Nice.
She's basically one of us. She's one of the boys, but she probably smells better, slightly less body hair, and she has nice hands.
Me and the boys talked it over. We think you're a real straight fellow.
Well, I've never been accused of that before, but I appreciate the sentiment.
You're one of us now.
If you're someone who really needs constant engagement in your streaming, Lumi is definitely the one for you. And finally, I think Lumi is the best community-driven VTuber in FaZe Connect and all of VTubing in general. As I keep saying, FaZe Connect has a fantastic culture around dealing with its community. They're all extremely good, but I think no one does it better than Lumi does. Not only does she remember almost every single soul that comments and contributes towards her channel or Twitter, she even remembers those people who aren't in the community but otherwise pretend they are, which has led to some very fucking funny witty remark when she's called this out. I'll show you this later. And this hasn't gone unnoticed by her community. The Lumi Gumis or the Lumination are probably one of the most cult-like VTubing communities in FaZe Connect. So, after looking at all these features, you can see that she quite easily meets the criteria of an idol. She may not be the conservative Japanese idea of an idol, but she fits the Western definition. The reason why I like Lumi is, well,
I love gold.
my number one priority in a VTuber is, are they a funny, interesting, good streamer, and ideally at least an okay gamer? Are they regularly entertaining outside of idle VTubing projects, basically? I think Lumi is the best RTS, 4K, grand strategy, variety gamer in VTubing, and I find her journey incredibly compelling and worthy of support. So let's get stuck into who is Lumi Kaneko. Lumi Kaneko, a greater demon of Slanesh, or maybe a female noise marine?
This quiet offends Slanesh!
First debuted on the 16th of July 2021. Unlike 99% of FaZe Connect, she actually has some lore, and it's coherent too. Lumi's lore is...
He's a fucking thief.
She's a very interesting story because she didn't debut with FaZe Connect. She's originally an indie VTuber who eventually joined a small VTuber corporation called CyberLive, which she spent some time with together with future FaZe Connect talent Yuri. CyberLive had great VTubers, but the company itself wasn't able to survive the resource-heavy and cutthroat world of VTubing entertainment. So eventually, Lumi and Yuri were poached by the sneaky fucking Canadian Sakana the Fishman.
Do not panic. You will all die.
Lumi and Yuri decided to meme their graduation from Cyberlife a little bit, referring to it as an elopement. They both graduated on the 31st of March 2022. They spent a short while as indies before FaZe Connect suspiciously uploaded a teaser video 2 weeks later on the 13th of April. Lumi was sworn into FaZe Connect on the 15th of April and made her debut stream. Pretty interesting that she was able to keep her identity despite leaving a corporation and then moved into another corporation with the same ID, right? Lumi is a K-Farb VTuber. She's one of those VTubers who does do the whole literal character thing, but her true self bleeds through the performance from time to time like all VTubers who do such things. You can see this in her evolution over the last couple years, where there's been a lot of growth and a little bit of a Flanderization effect. Her character has really solidified itself in the last year. I think before I really get into the nuances of Lumi's modern performance, I'm going to quickly highlight the differences between old me and new me. It's hard to truly pinpoint the major turning points. I guess you could differentiate it between when she used her 3D model and when she moved to her live 2D model, but that's not quite an accurate measure either. You see, Lumi currently plays the role of a ditzy dumb blonde bitch, massive white woman energy. You know, the proper pumpkin spice latte chugger.
Well, your intro was great.
Thank you.
You had one more sentence than I did.
Pretty good.
Hold on. I feel like now I have to add one more sentence.
Okay.
I'm a cat girl.
Oh my god! Oh,
What was that? Was that
good?
good? Nice,
I can hear the applause in my chat. Applaud.
Yeah, where are my claps?
So good. So good.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah, Slay Queen, yes.
But despite this performance, she is still quite dorky. Remember, she's really big into like sci-fi, nerdy, 40k shit.
Did you see that? Wow, the map is amazing.
Awaiting structural diagnostic.
It's so cool. What is going on? Wow, the map looks so sick. What is that
No
thing?
major issues to report.
Okay.
We stand ready for weapons inspection.
I like his accent.
All weapons
Oh
systems
my
function.
god.
Beginning.
You see, in the past, the Valley Girl behaviour and the crimes against intelligence weren't quite as pronounced as they are now. Rather than an almost complete change in style like Pippa has done over the years, Lumi has more shifted on a scale. The differences are small, but it's still noticeable. If we take a look at this scale here, Lumi was originally more adorable, quite the dweeb, but still silly and airheaded. The scale these days has shifted slightly further over here, so she's now slightly less adorable and more Stacy, but she's still as cute as Hecky Wecky. Here's a clip of Lumi's Cyberlife debut.
Well, hello. Hi. Thank you, Pandora. I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot. So without further ado, we're just gonna move on into slides. You know, cause there's no time to waste.
I always love going back and watching VTuber debuts from years ago and see them in their first couple months to kind of see what they were like before the more confident present. I hardly recognise poor timid Lumi here. Obviously, she's quite nervous and reserved as it's a debut, but if you pay attention to how she talks, there's considerably less Valley Girl. It's an important reference point to compare the growth over the years, as you'll see it gradually change. So in this clip, about a year later, a few months after joining FaZe Connect, she's a bit more perky, more jovial, but she's still a bit more quiet and dorky than she is today.
Whoa! What is that? Why does he look like that? A psyker? What is a psyker? What is that? Space magic. Oh. Is Space Marines just Halo?
What?
Space Marines versus cultists? Chaos cultists? So this is like good guys versus chaos cultists?
And then in the final clip here, not long before the evolution into Lumi, the voice becomes stronger, and she's opened up a bit more. She's more comfortable with being sillier now.
You are everything besides normal. You sound very Connecticut. I sound very, very East Coast. I'm just blonde. Boston. Now, do you think I'm from the East Coast? Cause now I can talk like a fucking retard. Yeah. We gotta go down to Hobbit Square to go to the Walgreens. You sound like a Californian doing a Boston impression. I'm not Californian. I don't know how to tell this to you guys.
Also, I just want to point out that Lumi isn't fake either. When I'm talking about characters in VTubing performances, the character tends to be an exaggeration of their existing real-life character traits. If you're already familiar with Pippa, Lumi does the same kind of just chatting moments where she talks more candidly and openly about things without hamming up the silly willy. So if I were to summarize the difference between old me and new me, she's gone from being more
Ooh, what does this button do?
and these days she's more like,
What a beautiful chocolate man.
So now let's move on to Lumi as you can expect her today. First off, we're going to take a look at her new 2D model she got in December 2022, I believe. I think this is the sickest drip of any VTuber out there. She's very stylish.
What is that?
Whew, I didn't know they made them like that.
I don't even understand what I'm seeing.
I'm sorry. Lumi has cultivated an interesting dynamic with her chat. She actively wants her community to bully her, gaslight her, trick her, and try to make her laugh, which is very risky, as internet autismos sometimes have trouble understanding boundaries and when things go too far or just get annoying. It's paid off extremely well though. She's very smart. The Gumis are under no illusion that they are probably more stupid than she is, so most people don't even try to bother with the creepy stuff. It's probably a combination of the bitchy, Stacey energy she gives off and the fact that, as far as VTubers go, Lumi could easily pass off as a normie, which is funny enough why I quite like her. She's actually upset at the fact more people don't try to groom her on stream.
Why am I not groomable? Why aren't you trying to groom me, chat? Try harder. Chat, you're making me sad. Why don't you try to groom me, huh? Why aren't you trying to groom me? Why? Is it just because you bully people who try to be nice to you?
It's a good strategy too, because it leads to endless fuel and engagement to keep streams and content going. One of the biggest challenges to streamers is to remain consistently entertaining with the content they're working with. The dynamics of a live chat open up so many opportunities for clippable moments and memes, but it's also a great experience for the viewers too. As streamer interaction is something that makes people very, very happy, and Lumi is always fishing for that engagement. Let's take a look at some more examples of Lumi versus chat.
Seriously? You guys suck. This is why I don't even bother. This is why we just play games in this channel because you guys hate everything that I like. Fuck you. Eat the burger woman. I fucking hate burgers. Why not? You can't, you say you can't, but you do it anyway. You're right. I'm just gonna not talk about anything I actually care about from now on. I'm just gonna only talk about Pokemon. Is that what you guys want? I only like Pokemon. I'm just stupid. I don't know anything. I like to play the game and I'm dumb. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Hate you.
Oh shit, she's onto us. One thing I really like is how she moderates the chat and the comments, particularly the Phase Connect community, which has a lot of very spicy boys. She's another one of those VTubers who is very reasonable and isn't afraid to nip a problem in the bud. Obviously, being a Phase fan and from an AIDS internet forum community myself, I participate in the no-no memes like the fucking Schindler's List bit in the Pippa video. The thing is, everyone has things that they find distasteful that go too far, and I respect the fact that Lumi has the bravery to gently slap down and express her distaste at some of the naughty shit that we like that bothers her.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that because I'm gonna do that instead. Fuck off.
Here we go.
Sorry. Actually, I'm not. I kind of don't want to encourage that. Sorry. I'm kind of not a big fan of Holocaust jokes. I don't see why I should be. Please don't fucking do that. It's not funny. I will ban for that in either chat. I don't care if it's allowed. It's not funny. Thank you.
Like, this seems like a small thing to do, it's very reasonable, but seriously, this perfectly inane comment can really fucking infuriate certain parts of the community, who will be very fucking furious at the fact Lumi said that.
I'm smiling, but I'm very fucking furious.
I think what you'll find about Lumi is she has one of those personalities that appeals to more moderate VTuber enjoyers, since she's not really a super based queen. Despite working for the Sad Girls company, you know, the Men Hera company, she is one of the more normal and less emotionally volatile and sensitive people in FaZe Connect. She's an unsay-so VTuber overall.
I guess I said, what are we going to do on the bed? Oh no, oh no. What's this sticky stuff on me? They play with me till I smell like salty corns and milk. Morning, everyone. Today we will have lots of fun. Ooh, goo, am I cute in my favorite swimsuit?
Yes, she is in fact singing the Pomp Pomp song. Thank God for LowEffortClips for saving this stuff. And she's known as a dog fucker after covering this song, which unfortunately I can't seem to find a recording of anywhere.
White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs.
This is the worst!
But most of the time, she really is quite wholesome. Sometimes I do forget that she uses naughty words and I get shocked when she says like fuck or retard. I'm like, oh, Lumi! Oh yeah, this is a dog fucker woman. It's great, I think, though. You don't have to be a weeb or deep in the VTubing culture in order to enjoy Lumi. If you literally just want to find a new gamer streamer to enjoy, I do think she's one of the best at it. She can be incredibly funny. I'm surprised more people haven't realised this.
Very safe driver. Okay, fun fact, I almost failed my driving test because I was too safe and I wasn't making any left turns because I kept getting nervous at the left turn signal. They were like, in America you get the flashing red and you can turn on those, and I was always like way too fucking terrified to do it, so they almost failed me. They're like, you're too safe of a driver, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry! Oh my god, I'm so sorry! Oh my god, I'm so sorry! That wasn't intentional, sorry! Oh my god! Safe driver, my ass! You just murdered like 10 people! No! I didn't do it on purpose, officers. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm really lost and it's not on purpose. It's the way. Oh my fucking god! I didn't do it on purpose. I really am a safe driver.
Fucking hell, she even drives like a white woman.
Buckle up, buckaroos.
There's lips?
Where's your cute little ass?
This one too. Use your imagination. Why do you think I came here? So I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, I can see that.
Show me what those hands can do.
You chosen something.
Oh, I don't want to look at those!
How can I be of service?
Ah! No! It's out of curiosity. I regret everything. No! What the fuck is No! I did it out of curiosity. I thought it was a store. I thought it was a shop. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Oh my god! I didn't know what it was gonna do. I thought it was a store. I thought I could buy things.
Ladies and gentlemen, medical community,
I'm so sorry. I have so many regrets.
Particularly as most strategy and sim gamers are about as dry and talkative as the Sahara Desert. One thing I find interesting about Lumi is that she's an introvert, really. You wouldn't know it from how she behaves on stream. I would have assumed that she was a super extrovert. It's probably quite exhausting for her to stream this way, since hypersocial antics really do drain introverts.
Have you met Pippa in person? No. Pippa, me, and Tenma are probably the 3 most antisocial people in FaZe Connect. Actually, maybe Pippa, me, Tenma, and I'm gonna say Erina. Not in like a bad way, we're just very introverted. But she's apparently very, very introverted. She's like really introverted. I think the other three are just Pippa, me, and Tenma. Cause like, we've talked about meeting up, but I don't think we ever will. I think Pippa, me, and Tenma are the three that will probably never meet. I might meet Sakana, but I'll say that and then I'll be like, yeah, Sakana, don't worry, I'll meet you someday. Ha ha ha. Next month. Ha ha ha. It'll never happen.
Lumi has the best girlfriend experience content on the internet. She understands how to play the role of a girlfriend better than any other VTuber does. Take a look at this.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What's happening? Wait, go back, I missed it. Who's Trent Taylor? Wait, I can't read the names, can you go slower?
Hey, this is pretty good. She's spot on. Lumi has some very weird fetishes. You see, she's a feeder.
But I was a tomboy and I hated kids, and then in undergrad, you know, something clicked in my head and I was like, oh. And so I started babying my roommates at the time. I had 2 roommates who were my friends from high school. One friend from high school and then one friend that I was in the same major in, and both of them, they were both girls. And so at one point I like, for Easter, I bought a bunch of candy and I put it into Easter eggs, and then I like hid them in their coats and stuff so that whenever they would like put their hand in their pocket, they would find candy. Feeder Lumi? It's not feeding. I just wanted to give them like a surprise.
Oh sure, when the cute anime girl puts Easter eggs in girls' pockets, she is an adorable little feeder. When I sneak Horus Heresy books into a woman's coat pocket, I'm a dangerous, potentially violent maniac. Speaking of fetishes, Lumi has a hand following. She does streams involving hands, which is one of the more interesting fetishes as I'm a Fi person. Don't get at a hand people personally. Every time poor Lumi does a hand stream, the Lumi Gumis are a bit like this.
Aha!
Don't believe me? If you're aware of Pippa's biggest fan Henry, Lumi doesn't just have one Henry, she has 2 Henrys.
Mods say it's not hand person, it's another person. It's another hand guy. There's multiple hand guys? Seriously? Hand guys multiplying. I'm not clicking the link! I've learned not to click links from people. Oh my god! I don't want to read that. Ew. Should I read it? Oh, the mods found it. A love letter to Lumi's hands. Stop, now I'm self-conscious. No hands while I'm reading it. Your alabaster arms have me smitten, reminiscent of marble, and like marble, it reflects your cold, calculating mind, yet represents the hard, rough stones in my kidneys. What do you mean? I wish this were merely a shitpost, but as I stared into your hands, remiss of any Kumar lenses, yet found myself enamored. Your clean and refined fingers are beautiful in its lines. I find myself desperately deluding myself into what they would look like clutching my own ugly mitts. Forsooth, I may hope that such dainty phalanges caress me in my dreams. I want to kiss and nibble them. I want them to prod me, pinch me. I want them to slap me. I want to experience them. There are hands I would take home and introduce to mother. They have the form of a dancer, lithe and quick, and I would pay to see them play across piano keys regardless of your prowess. My heart palpitations from such an amorous experience has me truly more inclined to adopt your somewhat neurotic love of salads. Okay, salads are great, shut the fuck up. And mayhaps my own hands may adopt such waif yet attractive form. Perchance I may then restrict the blood flow from the transferred metacarpus and cup thine own cheek in a deranged attempt to pretend the stranger is really you. Ah, I apologize. Love is making me a fool, and I shan't bother you with my affections any longer. Thank you for bearing yourself to us. I will judge you. You are not hand schizo, but I acknowledge that You are also a freak. Congratulations, I hate you.
Pathetic compared to the average capipalist and Pippa's stinky feet, if I'm being honest, but good attempt. If we continue on from Lumi's great taste in things, she is a huge simp for our Lord and Saviour Seth.
Hey people, Maxor here. Hey people, Seth here. Should I develop my own hey people? What should I say? Hi people. I think I cringed too much. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
She is in fact a member of the Merchants Guild. She also loves Mandalore Gaming, the fucking god of game reviews. See, she's the coolest VTuber in the world. Most of them don't have a damn clue who any of the greatest YouTubers are. Lumi loves all the best YouTubers. Unfortunately, Lumi is so incredibly based and has way too many of the right opinions. She finds it difficult to find friends amongst her fellow females who just don't quite get it.
I never know any women who are into what I'm into, especially in my field. It's really tough. Like, I have like a lot of trouble making friends because you have to be into internet culture, you have to be kind of into games, but you also have to like kind of be into fashion. And I think the games and the fashion always cancels each other out.
She's just like me, for real, for real. How do you think the rest of us men feel, Lumi? We've been looking for girlfriends like this for fucking decades. Lumi has great taste in waifus. Not only has she collected everyone's favourite Menhera Queen Leah, her ideal type in general is pretty based.
This make me like come off as like a creep or something.
Whatever it is, probably yes.
I like the type with the dispassionate eyes. I like when they look like they have no soul. Something about where's Layla, my beloved Layla. Oh my god. You know when they look like they're just completely dead inside? Oh god, it's the best. Oh my god, Layla, I love you so much. Look at your fucking face. You're so sad and dead inside. That's my type. Bored with the world. No, I hate dummy mommies. I don't like mommy type. No, mommy types are boring.
Poor Lumi had a bit of a deprived childhood. I'll get into her collaborations with fellow VTubers like Pippa in more detail later, but when streaming together with Pippa, they tend to get very philosophical and personal about their thoughts, feelings and past. So naturally, the Yabbit decided to fucking destroy Lumi's relatively sad childhood.
Did you ever have any lamb chop stuff?
Oh no, I didn't have any toys.
Oh, I forgot you're a reptilian. You grew up in a test tube.
Yes.
Yeah. You really didn't have any toys?
No, my parents would, whenever I got birthday gifts, my parents would let me pick one and give away the rest for other birthdays.
Yeah, I can see why you grew up to be a thief. You never had anything of your own. That's sad. There's like some deep psychological issues going on in your head. Holy shit.
Oh my god, fucking hell. Pippa, calm down. Jesus Christ. I actually watched this one live, and unfortunately the fucking VOD is gone now, but I'm pretty sure at one point Pippa accused Lumi's fucking parents of being communists. If you want some context to the part about Lumi being a thief, she has admitted publicly on stream to stealing from Walmart, which is absolutely mental.
Then, like, what's the point of going somewhere and then not stealing anything? I gotta go into the store.
What?
It's just not worth my time. I'm a thief.
What? Do you actually steal?
From Walmart? You've never taken cookies from Walmart?
Lumi?
What?
What?
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I go to the United States for 2 weeks every year, and every time I go into a Walmart, just the creatures shuffling around in there have the survival instincts of literal cattle. Every time I go to a Walmart, I think I could probably stab 80% of the store to death, and no one would even notice. Sorry, I'm English, I can't help it.
I would love to see a return of Unreal Tournament. What is Unreal Tournament? What is Duke Nukem? Oh, isn't that the game where they say all your base are belong to us? What the hell is Quake game? This came out in 1998! How was I supposed to play games in 1998? Imagine never having to play games made before you were born. Millennials have it too good. I didn't know that this was a game. I wasn't doing anything in 1998. How old do you think I was in 1998? Are you fucking kidding me? You can't just yell games at me and expect me to know them, and I'm not in these games. I'm so happy for you that your parents encouraged your gaming habit and bought you guys games. Oh, so good for you. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, just deprived. I didn't get to play these games. This is reckless abuse. What is Carmageddon?
an amazing game.
Halo on the Xbox 360, Sonic Free Riders, Pokemon, many Pokemon, free MMORPGs, S4 League, Maple Story.
Ugh, God, I fucking hated Maple Story.
That's all the games I've played. Yeah, that's all the games I've played. If it's not in that list, I haven't played it. Now my Steam library is bigger.
I think we need to go back in time and let Lumi experience the PlayStation generation properly. So for the end of this segment, since Lumi's my favourite VTuber, I'll do things a little bit differently and not just summarise the character. First, I'm going to explain why I think the story of a VTuber is quite important, and then I'm going to explain why Lumi's my personal favourite #1 and what I look for in the character of a VTuber. I'm going to do this for each part, so I'll talk about why I really enjoy her actual content in the next segment. So the reason why I add the Who Is This VTuber segments to my documentary review kind of videos is because I think the story and understanding the character of a VTuber is quite an essential part of the viewing experience. When I say story, I don't mean the lore, I mean the actual history of this person as an entertainer in their current guise. I'm not going into past lives and all that shit. And their journey to the present day. The biggest thing that typically separates a FleshTuber from a VTuber is with a VTuber, they usually are the experience, it's the VTuber themselves are the content. It's not necessarily what they're doing, but obviously that can enhance things. I personally quite like storied VTubers and entertainers. Who doesn't love the story of the underdog who gets their head down and shows some cheerfulness and determination in the face of adversity? The reason why I quite like Lumi is because I think she has some fantastic skills that puts her in the top 5% of VTubers in the English language sphere, and this doesn't get recognised. I enjoy Lumi's character. I think it's really fun, and it's not something I've really seen elsewhere. She's got two completely contradicting personalities kind of going on, but it just works for some reason. You've got the sci-fi space nerd and the super girly blonde bimbo. It kind of gives the energy of the high school cheerleader who bullies you between classes, but then they're secretly like, hey, want to play some Dawn of War Dark Crusade later? I personally love VTubers who are passionate about things and share those genuine passions with the viewer. I feel in VTubing we've got way too many grifting, algorithm chasing and flavour of the month thing VTubers to the point I'm like, fuck, the top 50 VTubers are all playing the exact same thing and they quite clearly do not give a fuck about the thing they're doing, but they're doing it because it's popular. When Sakana isn't cracking the whip, Lumi tends to stick to doing stuff she actually enjoys, which is nice to see. Another thing I appreciate is the endless positivity, the jovial behaviour, the friendliness she exhibits that doesn't go into the territory of complete fake idol pay piggy baiting. As friendly as Lumi is, if you do go down that creepy territory, she will, in the kindest possible spirit, make it known that you're being weird, which I think is good. To me, a moderate VTubing enjoyer who doesn't actually like anime culture all that much anymore, or the staple mega idol stuff, I find Lumi to be a great choice because she's still a VTuber type personality. It's yes, this is definitely a VTuber I'm watching, but she tends to game mostly like a normie. Lumi doesn't trauma dump on the internet, so if you yourself are not in the best of moods, you're not going to rock up to the stream or the socials and get smacked with a ton of negative energy. She's really fucking weird and full of energy all the time. How does she do it? But I like it. It's almost like she's more Nurgle than Slanesh, and I think she deserves some respect for that strength because she's maintained it for such a long time as well. There are so many streamers who haven't put in anywhere near the number of hours as Lumi has and were never that intense of a personality to begin with. And they've already become soulless, eat dinner and react to YouTube Andes. So nice job, Lumi. Well done. I know you don't like it when people are nice to you, but go fuck yourself. Thank you.
I am not your herald, warp spawn.
So let's move on to part 2. Let's take a look at Lumi's skills and talents.
That is ridiculous. If you see us in the club, we'll be acting real nice. If you see us on the floor, you'll be watching all.
Lumi is basically an official games journalist at this point. She did a Steam review for the absolute clusterfuck that was Gollum. Here, let me read it to you.
They takes it from us, precious. Tricksy hobbits stole our money. Gollum. Throw it into the fire, precious. Smash it with our roxes. Misery. Curse Daedalic. Curse it and crush it. We hate it. Oh, he hates it forever. Spoiling nice story. No rest for poor Smeagol. Fella do the lava pit and close the game, says. Gollum is free.
This review of hers actually got picked up by fucking PC Gamer, who included it in an article about the game. I mean, shit, if Lumi did publish game reviews, I might actually start watching them again. She's a pretty good voice actress. I see quite a few VTubers, at least the ones who aren't literal voice actors, refer to themselves as such. And it's like, they can maybe do an old man voice and maybe the Pikachu thing, and that's it. There's like hardly any diversity, range, or, you know, acting. I really like her accent and voice work. It's not exactly perfect, but it's still very entertaining. Let's take a look at some of her performances.
Ashley, cover your mouth when you cough.
Shut up for 2 seconds, Leon.
Finally, I have the power to imprison women in really obvious lockers.
Leon, when can I come out?
Shut up, Ashley. I'm playing God of War.
Leon, how did we get here?
We walked, Ashley.
No, Leon, I
Well, looks like we've got no choice but to tour this giant castle.
I want to go home.
Shut up, Ashley. I'm having a moment.
Oh, I love Maxer. He's so funny. But yes, that was in fact Lumi voicing Ashley.
Oh, for Irish, I think, you know, Irish is easier now because I've already been able to do it for so long.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Irish woman is pretty good. It has still a bit too much of that airy, nasally Americanness to it, but the chest voice is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, Joycey sounds more Italian. I'm not Italian, so I can't do it right.
Piacere, io mi chiamo Mollington.
I think it's kind of, he says it's kind of Italian, so I think it works out. He has a video on like every word in the dictionary, and most foreign ones are wrong, but he's a French person, so I feel like he should say it properly.
Holy shit, it's Bijou from Hamtaro. Jesus Christ, I wasn't a simp before, but that French accent has had a critical effect on me, god damn. She's also a traditional artiste. She's very artistic, but apparently Lumi used to do traditional art. She kind of stopped because it wasn't very profitable. Very difficult to make money, which seems very true. There's a 99% chance that some of you watching are artistes given VTubing demographics, so Lumi is one of you.
I used to do traditional art with pencils and stuff. If you're wondering why I've got all of these pencils. Do you have an art degree? No, I actually have a master's in engineering, but I used to draw until I decided that wasn't very profitable, and then I gave up because I'm making no money.
Even though the professional artisting is over now, she still likes to draw daily doodles from time to time, and they're super cute. Lumi is a variety streamer. She doesn't just do gaming and singing. You have the silly VTuber skits too. The Lemon Whore is deceptively funny and very creative with atypical type content, particularly RP based stuff. A lot of VTubers tend to chase trends, or they tend to do like the same kind of template stuff, like for example the McDonald's drive-thru worker. Lumi doesn't exactly go completely out of the box with her variety streams from time to time, but they are different from the normal and they are extremely fun, and gives her an opportunity to show off her funnier side. Let's take a look at the Walmart clerk here.
Next. Oh my god. Oh no. You've caught me at my other job. Oh no. Are you so check out Lumi? Then why are you here? Why did you guys find me? I can't believe this.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 Lumi. Oscar-worthy performance.
Here, I can bag your groceries for you. I'll bag your groceries. Let's see, you got some Wonder Bread. There's some Wonder Bread here. Beep, 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 beep. Oh my, and a Snickers bar? Holy shit. Someone's getting fat today.
This is so fucking weird, but I love it. It's great. I don't know what it is, but most of the time when I see VTubers, even quite big and successful ones, do this store clerk RP stuff, I always have to turn it off after about 3 minutes or so because there are long periods of silence and the bit just isn't funny. The performance is really boring. Lumi's got great riz. I'm interested so far and amused. I want to see where this is going.
Can I get a Big Mac with extra cheese? Ma'am, this is a Walmart. Madam! Oh god. Chat, don't tell... Oh, I'll just hide over here. Don't tell my manager that my shoulder's out. They said the dress code was very strict. This is already the best I can do. I'd like to make a return, but I forgot my receipt.
Absolutely not. Go kill yourself.
Next!
Lumi! Oh yes, dogfucker woman. See, this is the shit I love about VTubing entertainment, personally. This kind of thing gets top marks. I really enjoy VTubers who really utilize the visual comedy of the models with toggles and reaction captures to literally act. I know that quite a lot of people use VTubing models because of the anonymity it provides, and it allows them to disassociate from themselves to open up and really get into the streaming performance. But there's just so much missed opportunity. I first really got into VTubing because I'm a huge simp for the technology. I just find motion capture so enthralling. This is a solid showing from both chat and Lumi here. A few different jokes told in a short time span, so it flowed nicely. Some good comments and super chats from the community, and I love Lumi's responses. They were incredibly quick, good energy, well acted. I think it's important to note that she's able to do this stuff without constantly umming and ahhing. Lots of VTubers who try these kinds of scenarios, unfortunately they can't quite think quick enough, and you end up seeing that little hamster wheel turning their head through the model, and all you get is an and silence. Lumi is pretty smart. So now we're going to cover one of my favourite parts about Lumi's skills, which is her magnificent singing ability. In this segment, I fully admit and recognise I'm probably going to have some fucking outrageous takes on V singing and music, but this is my video and I don't care. That said, seriously, I'm going to try my best to describe on a technical level what puts the Lemon Whore on a level above many rookie V singers and hobbyists trying out karaoke and starting their journey to become singers. Love and support everyone who takes those steps to learn a new skill and improve themselves, but we should also recognise that there are, in fact, levels to V singing, and Loomers is very much up there despite not having the investment and resources of Hololive and Nijisanju. Subjectively, for me, I place the top 3 V singers as Suisei at number 1, then Lumi at number 2, and Aruka at number 3. I know, fucking outrageous, right? I've not watched and analysed every single V singer, obviously, but I have checked out a lot of the major corpos, and these 3 stand out to me because they are the only ones whose music has managed to actually hit me on an emotional level. The Lemon Whore has ensnared many a man with their music. I've had people in my community tell me as such. They've all got their own distinct flavour and voices, which really appealed to me for some reason. And it's weird because I don't normally care too much about VTubing music. I like early 2000s alt-rock stuff, you know, the good old days where bass players would stare at the ceiling wearing a backwards cap and like fucking Vans and do the weird crab walk thing. Yeah, I love the stuff these 3 put out. There's something special about it.
Ooh, someone's parasocial.
Fuck off, Lumi. So, enough hyping the white woman up. Let's take a look at some of her original songs. I love the direction on this one. The bit with the photos of the past is great. It really builds that emotional crescendo and nostalgic feeling of the song. I'll get into this later, but seriously, the viewer count on this video is fucking disgusting. My awful Face Connect is the best VTuber company video has twice the numbers. Like, it's actually outrageous how little of a viewership Lumi's songs get. Anyway, let's get on to song number 2.
So far away, my heart's beating
hurts. Oh, it hurts. I'm actually feeling something. Yabbit. Oh, this is Yabbit. Must remain miserable, stoic Englishman. But good fucking grief, we're not even done with the original songs yet, and what two incredibly good performances, right? What I love about the two songs so far is the different styles. Her voice is very light and incredibly smooth. The accompanying instrumentation makes her a great combination. Lumi hates the lyrics to Wander, and yes, it is very sappy, but who gives a fuck? I just hear the singing. But what we've seen in the song so far is she has all the technical skills. Her vocal range is fantastic. She can transition from low notes to high notes flawlessly. There's no vocal breaks, no vocal fry, and her breathing control is on point. When less experienced singers have a go on the microphone, you get this leaking effect during the singing where too much breath is being wasted, and you can hear a kind of kettle about to reach the boil noise in the performance. You can also distinctly hear the voice about to trail off as the person eventually loses their endurance, and the tail end of the high note becomes progressively less intense as they run out of steam. You know, it's like the sound of someone really desperately trying to push out the last piece of breath before they finally collapse. But yes, I know these are production songs, it's not a live performance, so the take will be the most perfect and problems in the performance get chopped away. But the thing is, even in professionally produced albums by major record labels, they don't catch everything, and lots of bad stuff does get left in the final cut if you listen out for it. Here, let me show you what some of Breaking Benjamin's official songs sound like when you cut out just a few layers of post-production.
If I had to, I would put myself right beside you. So let me ask, would you like that? Would you like that? I like that.
Lumi's music videos aren't edited to complete fuck in the studio. There aren't like 4 different layers of vocals placed over each other in order to really harmonize her voice. Nor is there an excessive amount of studio magic to stop the long notes from sounding flat. She's definitely capable of hitting those high notes naturally and is able to transition between her lower chest voice, mixed voice and head voice very smoothly. This is the key differences between amateur singers and experienced ones. They tend to sound more flat and kind of boring because if the singer tries to rapidly transition from, say, a C note to an E sharp in half a second, they're probably just going to inject too much pressure or use too much breath during the song. And what ends up happening is they either vocal break, which is like, or they run out of breath and they can't sing anymore because. And now let's take a look at her last original song. Okay, relax, Nyog the Eldritch Gentleman. I see you watching. Calm down. Again, a lovely fun little song, not just the slow, intense, melancholic music. She's great with pop music too. Now let's move on to live performances of Lumi. Fortunately, she just did a Christmas song stream as I was making this video, which I can now finally watch as I edit this.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music play? My world is changing, I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? Bells each and every heart with love.
See, she can even do it live. Doesn't need the perfect conditions or several takes. Extremely impressive. Not even many greats are capable of putting on a live performance this well. I'm not sure if she's a tenor or a soprano. I think she's a soprano. There's some lovely falsetto in there to maintain the octaves, and the belting is wonderful. It's really hard to belt out lyrics and not sound weird in a live performance, but she manages to do it. I enjoy the diversity in her choices. Obviously, as VTubing is super weeb, anime songs and Japanese songs are all the rage. But the Loomers also does the more classical style Western music, not just pop music. Lumi isn't on the same tier as VTubers like Mori and Hohimachi Suisei at the moment. However, I do think she has that determination, work ethic and positive attitude to succeed and become a mega idol if she wanted to achieve such a thing. It's just fucking tragic that both Lumi and Aruka get slept on and no one really seems to care to explore their work. This ties into why I really like FaZe Connect as a whole and started this series in the first place. In the 2 years I've been following Lumi, I'd honestly never looked at her numbers before, so when I did the research for the FaZe video, I was genuinely shocked when I saw some of their subscriber and follower accounts. I just could not believe it. So it's not just Lumi, it also applies the same to Fujikura Aruka, who I'd also place in like the top 5 of musician VTubers, at least in the English language sphere. FaZe is disgustingly underrated and they punch well above their weight. Fortunately, they are starting to get the recognition they deserve towards the end of 2023, but we do need more. Loomers is a pretty okay gamer. She's not quite as good as Tenma or Ember, but she's not video game journalist levels of bad like most VTubers. It helps that she's incredibly fucking lucky.
I'm just not in position or something. Oh. Oh, he fell! Ta-da! I did it! Luckfield wins again, chat! Hey, you know what? I parried him like 3-4 times, okay? Shut the fuck up. I parried him 1 billion times.
Oh no.
Oh, he got...
I'm dying.
What?
Help me.
Wait, what?
Although she does have moments of elite skills, she is a bit of a tard from time to time.
Yeah. Is Lumi playing challenged mode? Yeah. I'm always challenged. Even Titus Kun would not want her people's skulls too dented and cause the skull pyramid to fall.
Without his leadership, our plans will fail, and the Mongols will enslave our people.
My bad. Alright, let's see. I'm kind of... So that was a bad idea. I think I did a fuckaboingo. Oh, there's water everywhere! What the fuck? There's water here? This is the longest reps have been sober. No one knows what may happen as this is the first time I get... Ah! Dig it. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it, sucker?
To close off this segment, I'll say I think it's quite novel for a female to love space, sci-fi, Warhammer, strategy games, etc, etc. Not many of them do, sadly, and I find the female perspective interesting. Most streamers who play these games, minus my boy Ludi et Historia,
Woo-wee, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
they tend to be very dry, very bland, very introverted, so their commentary isn't exactly the most engaging. Since Lumi is literally DD from Dexter's Lab, it's incredibly fun to watch her play a very niche and underrepresented gaming genre. That said, the Dwarf Fortress designs fucking piss me off big time. I find most of her gaming streams to be very comfortable, silly, and lots of fun. I like the positivity. Loomers has quite a bit of patience instead of getting really annoyed or fed up like most gamers do most of the time. time. She uses any opportunity to get back to interaction with the chat, measure their reaction to what's just happened, to turn it into funny engagement. The Gumis range from very helpful, or they become very bullying, which is funny.
Why would we lie to you? Because you're all shitters. You're all fucking terrible. You all just lie to me and like bully me. Come on, come on, come on! Wow, Loomer! Wow, Loomer! Just walk off! It's an invisible bridge, Loomer! Wow! Yeah, fuck you! Fuck chat! You all suck.
I also like how she involves the chat and her community in the learning experience. Instead of connecting the dots in her head in silence, chat is always along for the ride. It's like with most streamers, you, the viewer, feel, perhaps at best, in the back seat of the car. With Lumi, it feels more like you're sat in her lap and she's just letting you have a go with the steering wheel from time to time. If you watched Lumi through early to mid 2022, watching her experience the 40k games and absorb the massive lore dumps, she was asking so many questions and having a grand old time watching the magnificence of 40k cutscenes and major plot points. I don't see many tubers engage back to chat with much in the way of questions. They tend to just pick it up themselves quietly, or they don't care, or consider it backseating. The yabbering airhead character of hers is great, so when there are slow periods in the game, things usually don't get stale. The stream atmosphere is interesting. It's like you're hanging out rather than a second-hand observer. I'm someone who rarely, if ever, comments in chats of bigger streamers. I watch the Gumi in silence. But even I'm like, damn. It's like watching a POW sometimes. The big moments can make the dull sections worth it. I think what makes Lumi consistently entertaining is because of the pleasant behaviour and constant back and forth with the chat. Plus, she's good at talking to herself and vocalizing thoughts when she has no material to work with. It's consistently entertaining all stream long. Outside of singing streams, which are pretty much always magic, I don't go away like completely blown out of my mind thinking, man, I'm really glad I caught that live. I imagine Kapipis feel really grateful to catch Pippa's long introspective moments live, or the Kampai Nikki with Tenma's rage explosions. Regardless, I do prefer Gurumi's consistency, because I want to be entertained throughout the night, not just a 5 to 10 minute like mega section between 30 to 40 minutes of dull stuff. A perfect example of that Gumi consistency is in the Safe Driver segment of a Cyberpunk stream. Also happened to lead to some damn fine comedic timing. You can also see it in her Dwarf Fortress streams, which are a great watch throughout the entire thing. There aren't that many of us Dwarf Fortress spurgs in VTubing, I believe, but trust me, any streamer who can make themselves consistently entertaining through a playthrough of that game is a genius, or they're just criminally insane, or just really blonde. That said, if you aren't like me and you do crave the streamer engagement, then watching live is very special because of how incredibly talkative she is. Loomers is not that particularly outrageous or attention-grabbing, which is unfortunate because there's so many VTubers around these days. It's really hard to get noticed, even if you are in a pretty well-established corporation. However, I believe that whilst she may not have the mega-defining moments that cause her to blow up on Twitter or VTuber drama news channels, if you like what she provides, then she is a safe bet to watch. There's rarely instances where I'm bored of a stream to the point I'm going to want to go do something else. And just before we head on to group dynamics, I want to show you this little segment from FaZe Weekly, as I think it also shows Loomer's great understated comedic ability.
Next up in FaZe news, we have some exciting covers this month. First and foremost, we have something coming from Lumi. Kaneko Lumi, do you want to talk about your cover this week?
It's a cover.
Keep going.
It is a cover.
Keep going.
It's so good.
How good is it?
So good. It's perfect for the kickoff of Spooky Month. Halloween is here, everyone.
It's September.
No? Halloween in my heart.
Do you want some shout-outs? We gotta stretch this out, man. We got another, we started late, but we still have another 20 minutes.
Oh! You know, I forgot that we started late. So I was looking at the time and I was like, yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. No, we're not.
No, we're
Sakura doesn't have to know. It's a cover. It's a fun cover. I like
Sakura
doing
even
it.
Here?
I'm sure he's busy juicing.
Juicing. That's a word for it.
Yeah. Does he even watch these? He never watches me.
And that's why I hate Sakana. That and he's Canadian. Anyway, let's move on to group dynamics. The white woman brigade, as it were.
You blocked me on Facebook, and now you're going to die.
Let's begin with collaborations between the Mega Idols Pippa.
Here I come, a Mega Idol!
And Lumi.
My favourite.
I've saved Pippa the Ripper, by the way, and no, you can't have it. As I briefly mentioned before, I don't know what it is with these two, but when they get together, it really hits different. They're really open about their honest thoughts and feelings, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, it really is a goldmine. If you want to know more about our favourite Menhera girls...
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
Pippa and Tenma are like bratty sisters, but with Lumi and Pippa, they're like each other's therapists. It just gives the energy of two very close friends rather than sisters.
On one hand, it's like I want to come out and say, well, like, just because I'm not actively browsing VT all the fucking time does not mean that I don't still love VT, and I still do go on VT at points. I still do check up on the thread at times. It's just I've learned as a person that sometimes I need to back off of it. Sometimes I need to... Pippa, no containment, whatever. Fuck containment, man. I need to focus on other things, right? I do love VT. I love the people on VT. I do care about you guys.
No, she doesn't.
But fuck off!
But
oh, I think even above streaming, I'm not very good at prioritizing my mental health.
It's a very all-encompassing job, to be fair.
I take the 2 days off, right? And it's not because I want to fucking take 2 days off streaming. It's because I know I physically need that for my fucking brain to continue operating. I have to prioritize it. And I don't know, man.
Yeah. That's okay.
Nah.
Yeah, Chat's just the middle child between streaming and gen mates. It might be internalized at this point. It might have been other people at some point. But now sometimes, like even if I had a really great stream, well, you know what? I think it's getting better, you know? I used to be more addicted, but like the other day I had a really good stream and I was, like I didn't have that many viewers or anything. It's a pretty normal day, and I was kind of like, you know what? That was great.
That's good.
That was kind of all, like, everything that I needed. Like, yeah. I think it's getting better, but I think, like...
Why do you feel like your streams aren't like that more often, though? Sorry,
I just think that I could improve. Like, maybe
everyone can improve.
I wasn't funny enough, or, like... I didn't feel that the stream ended on a good enough note, or, you know, I want to make people happy.
I'm going to leave the clips for this one here. I'll put it in the sources below, but the best moments are timestamped, so go ahead and watch the entire thing, really, I guess, if this stuff interests you. In addition to the therapy sessions, the two of them are really fun together. Lumi has this great ability to bring the white woman out of Pippa. She tries her hardest to get Pippa to like the things she likes, and the banter is top-notch.
So, what's your name?
My name is Kaneko Lumi.
Oh my god!
I am currently with Cyberlife, but I will be graduating next week, which feels pretty weird.
Oh. I will try not to ask inappropriate questions.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, are you excited then?
I am kind of excited. I am excited, honestly.
Well, I'm glad you said it.
It's exciting to be like... I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, you know?
Who are you? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Are you excited to leave Cyberlife? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's usually what it is. No, I'm not. I'm actually I'm really introverted, but sometimes I'll get sad.
I feel like I don't, Lumi, I don't have a fucking read on you.
Really?
Really? Like, I'm not gonna lie, okay? When I first saw you, when I saw your debut and stuff, I was like, man, she is definitely a huge bitch. I bet she is, like, behind the scenes, I bet she is so fucking nasty, alright? Listen.
That's what Misaki thought too. She's like, I thought Lumi was scary, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I had the same thoughts too. I absolutely understand where Pippa is coming from here. I'm still convinced that Lumi is secretly a massive bitch, in fact.
Are you using your eyeballs to look at things?
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like that's generally how I look at things, but...
I don't know what I was expecting.
I don't know what else I would use, but...
Are you using your eyeballs to...
Well...
Streaming has made me dumb.
You think it was streaming that did that?
Yeah, shut up.
I think I was being blonde.
The blonde is inside of me.
Aw. That's so... gay. I don't know what that is. Those the lemons?
Yay!
I'm just saying it's the lemons.
It's inside. The blonde is inside of us all along. I'm sure I could turn you blonde. Just give me a coffee cup and some spice.
I had a pumpkin spice latte, unironically, yesterday.
Oh, did you like it?
I did. It's delicious.
Oh.
I have no shame in being white. One might even say that I'm delighted.
I'll close Pippa and Lumi here, but from these clips you can see the two of them are like really old friends. The gameplay is almost invisible because the hilarious dynamic between these two takes the front seat. I've not seen many VTubers that seamlessly blend so well together. They're really on the same wavelength. I talk about how Tenma is a fantastic collaboration partner, but she has such intensity on the screen, she kind of takes the lead. With these two, it's like I can imagine them playing on a couch together. It's always so much fun. Now I'm going to show you the fucking travesty that is White Woman Wednesdays. Prepare yourself, gentlemen. We have Rie Himamiya, Airi Chisaka, and Lumi Kaneko on the loose.
You look great. So stylish.
I look like a freaking golden retriever with this hair, Lumi. What do you mean?
I think it looks great.
I think you look so fetch right now.
You look so fetch right now. Stop trying to make fetch a thing. It's not gonna be a thing.
I've never even heard the word fetch.
What?
You've never seen Mean Girls?
No.
So, what's your favorite Starbucks drink, guys? What's your go-to order?
Oh my god.
Pumpkin spice latte.
I actually like the peppermint mocha.
Oh, the seasonal drinks are so good.
Oh, it's so good.
The gingerbread latte as well.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That one's really good.
But also, pumpkin spice is so good. Like, I ironically really like it. I had it yesterday too.
When I make coffee at home, sometimes I just put pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Oh, you have the syrup.
This is complete shit. As a big, strong, burly man, I find this disgusting and super bad content. I don't know why they think any self-respecting man would enjoy this. Please continue.
I'm not Karen. My name is Ashley Chisaka. Oh my god, Ashley.
My name is
Ashley Chisaka. Ashley, oh my god. Hi, my name's Rachel. Spelt Raeschhaellliel.
Wait. Okay, then I have to be like Lacey or something. Lacey. It's not a stripper name.
Lacey, but spelled like Laecee or something. Wait. You're a stripper?
No, I just think it would be.
Oh my gosh, Lumi's a stripper. Oh, well, what else can you expect from Valley Girls?
Lacey's a stripper.
Lumi is a stripper confirmed. White Woman Wednesdays is different. You don't like it, or you do like it. I believe this was Lumi's idea, and she's infected her shadowy chaos tendrils across Phase Connect to embrace the yes. It shows the creativity and great rapport the girls have. They're having a lot of fun going along with the meme. The dynamic between these three is interesting. You can see this in the P-Bag collaboration. Lumi doesn't exactly take a leading role in the group dynamics. She's more a supporting role. I think Airi is the more dominant personality in the group, but it's not like Lumi's sat in the corner mostly observing. She is actively contributing.
Yes! Yes, girl! Work!
You guys know? I keep saying yes, Slay, but I almost got disowned for saying that several times before.
Why? It's like such a fetch term.
As the stream goes on, the white women become progressively more loose and they become spicier than a pumpkin spice latte. I think even Pippa would start doing the crazy eyes. They go completely out of control. But this is one of the more fun, goofy group sessions I've seen. This is kind of stuff you would expected more from V Shoujo, honestly. They don't really do that whole friendship, sisterhood thing that well, in my opinion. These three don't even collaborate all that much, really, and they're acting like a tight-knit idol group. I know they're in the same organisation, but Phase Connect isn't exactly the Lumi, Airi, and Rie show. These three are actually going out of their way to have this connection.
Girl, where did you get your nails done?
I had a manicure gone wrong, but don't worry, I left them a 0-star review and I talked to the manager.
How do you talk to the manager when the manager only speaks Viet? Like, genuine question, do you speak Viet?
Oh. No. Really get the
Alright, we gotta chill before Sakuna comes in here. That's fine because we have white privilege today.
No way! No way! Male on stream?
We can get away with it today.
that was a spicy joke, Rie, goddamn. That'll be it for the white woman antics, I think. Lumi has collaborated with Necrolina, which was a relatively fun streaming experience too. But to showcase that would be further redundant because it's basically just more white woman antics. However, I'll now move on to something more conventional with universal appeal. We're going to take a look at Lumi and everyone's beloved Tacticute Shooty Girl, Whiskey Project. Whiskey is one of those other few female VTubers who are based as fuck and have the best taste in things. So these two are a great combination.
Warpstone is amazing.
Oh yes, Warpstone is amazing, I agree.
Shut up, chat. Shut up. I'm normal.
We like Warpstone, yes, yes.
You know, they escaped the planet and the meltdown and they should have been able to make it, but no Skaven.
You see, originally the theory was that the Warhammer Fantasy is happening on some completely random planet somewhere within the 40k universe, which is cut off by a warp storm or something. But with Age of Sigmar, they kind of...
No, Age of Sigmar isn't real.
It isn't real, I agree.
Age of Sigmar is fake.
Brave and stunning. Relatively true. The end times are shit. I still haven't forgiven them.
But honestly said, I really like the idea of the Great Horn Thread becoming one of the Chaos Gods because Skaven did well.
Yeah, isn't that cute? It's like they made it, he did it. He ascended. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, just imagine the 4, great Chaos Gods and suddenly the red is... Now I'm one of you, yes!
Yes.
He did it. He did, yeah. Your mileage may vary with these two, but what I love about them is they have all the same hobbies and interests. They're big nerds into military history, Warhammer, and science fictionary stuff, and it's an incredibly rare thing in VTubing and it's weebism. This is why I say that Loomers and Whiskey as well, to be fair, have a fantastic universal appeal to more traditional gamer types. The two of them are above average gamers, honestly. So they're massively nerding over many of our favourite pastimes. They can actually complete and accomplish tasks that many VTubers are quite frankly unable to do even on the lowest difficulty settings. Whiskey and Lumi collaborate relatively frequently for two very busy people, and as an example of collaborations done right, it's smart. Rather than networking based, these two are having genuine fun together. They're on the same wavelength, so the commentary is interesting. They've always got something to talk about, so the dead air is minimal. And again, the gameplay is almost invisible. I find myself just concentrating on what they're saying. You know, it's fun. Also, fun fact, Lumi attended a game show with the likes of Fillion, Sarai, Bao the Whale, and Neuro-sama in February 2023 to compete for Shy Lily's heart, and she got fucking out-rizzed by the goddamn AI Neuro-sama. Hopeless romantic. That's all I have to say about the group dynamics with Loomers without repeating myself. She has collaborated with many different people over the years, and while she isn't a particularly strong and dominant force in the collaborations, they're always entertaining and she performs that supporting role well. The choice of partners are good. I haven't seen a bad matchup yet. My personal favourite is when the Yabbit and the Lemon get together, as that truly gets the best out of Loomer's many different skills. When these two get together, everything from humour, commentary, and the stories that they tell are usually wonderful, very interesting, and they seem to have great enthusiasm for the collaboration. My second favourite is the Whiskey collabs, because they're big fucking nerds, which is great, and they play more niche games in VTubing like Dark Tide and Warhammer 3. I don't particularly like the white women stuff that much, but I appreciate the creativity and daring to be different. So next up, let's take a look at the community. Who are the fans? Chat is a bit of a cult. I know people talk about the Kapipis and their devotion to Pippi's feet and her stinky, filthy, Nurglite ways, but Lumi is a Slaneshi greater demon, and every time she pings on the Discord, her fans are like... There's some funny fuckers, actually. They give Tenmi's Kanpai Nikki a run for their money when it comes to witty banter and jokes with their beloved Oshi.
Okay, guess what? So chat, I'm
I
on
think
this
it's mostly like
I'm on this collab
with
Fillion on Friday. Since I'm dead, I can ask about it. How do you flirt with women? Alright, chat, feed me your best pickup lines, okay? And then we're gonna use them on Shalili. Nice penis!
Nice legs. When do they open?
Get you a second altar?
Yeah, you look like a woman that has dealt with disappointment before. Hey! Hey, Lily. Did you even know?
It's funny.
the Katie broke before the guard did.
I don't even have a pussy and it's so wet right now.
I've never worked out, and also my penis is small. Good to know, thank you. Really important information to know. I think all men should introduce themselves like that. I've never worked out, also my penis is small. You know what, when you introduce yourself to a girl, make sure that you say, make sure you compliment her age. Okay, let's go up to the girl and say, hey baby, nice age. Nice age. I love prime numbers. Oh my god. Don't go for literal children, you freak. Oh my god. Let me doesn't know she speaks upper class. Fucking upper class. Okay, let me degrade my vernacular so you guys think better of me. Cause you said your grandma owned half of Stalingrad. No, she didn't. She owned half of a minor city. Okay, that's not even like a town. Okay, like a city, but like only half of not Stalingrad.
Oh yeah, did I tell you? Lumi is apparently of minor Russian aristocratic heritage. Random. Which will allow me to tie into the next element of Lumi's community. You see, she has a very disproportionate number of... Доброе утро. Как дела? Muy Morlington.
Oh my gosh, Cyrillic man. Привет. Hello, товарищ. Oh my gosh, I will Google Translate. Hello, Cyrillic man. Detect language into English. Wait, I can do this. Oh.
Куда я попала?
Wait, watch this. Hello, I am the lemon whore. Привет, я лимонная... How to say whore? Limonov. Really? Я буду Limonov.
You see, the Slavs have absolutely amazing taste in all things anime. Their favourite fetish is Zetai Ryobiki. They think Rin in Fate Stay Night is best girl. They love the trad wife aesthetic. Eastern Europeans truly are the best of us. In addition to the great bullying and humour, there's also people in there who do actively try to be helpful to the lemon woman as she's constantly shooting questions and literally blabbering any thoughts that come into that chip-like brain she has. Sometimes it can be a little bit annoying because they will just dump like War and Peace over a rhetorical question from Grumi, or they will just ridiculously over-explain some topic Lumi has no prior experience of, and it's like, come on guys, she doesn't have a fucking clue what you're going on about, but Lumi doesn't seem to mind and everyone's having a great time. The Gumis are very friendly and they're mostly clean, so if you're of the spicy side of capitalist or harem, you should probably be a bit careful with the stuff you type because some of the language or Reddit bashing won't exactly be appreciated. So if you want to join the Gumis, the question is, do I subscribe on YouTube or Twitch? The answer to that is, of course, you do both. But seriously, I'll give you my thoughts. YouTube provides a bigger cut to the streamer than Twitch does. However, Twitch is her main platform, at least currently anyway. Twitch is prioritized, so if she has to pick one, it's going to be the Twitch stream. Coincidentally, she posted this on Twitter recently to prove my point. Thank you, Lumi. In exchange for your subscription, you get stuff such as priority to replies if that's your kind of thing, member-only live chats, and Discord perks. I think that the YouTube community gets treated a bit like second-class citizens. This is of course complete slander on my part, I suppose. This is my opinion anyway, and I'm primarily a Twitch user. If engagement and attention is your top priority, you definitely want Twitch. I would say the priorities are Twitch sub number 1, Super Chat number 2, YouTube member number 3, Twitch user number 4, and YouTube user number 5. That said, you do get tangible benefits for being a YouTube member. You actually do get extra content in exchange. So it's very much worth it if you don't mind a very minor reduction in response times and engagement. She'll still pretty much always answer you anyway. You get all the perks of Twitch subs, but also early access to videos, member-only stuff. Lumi does multicast, so she's on YouTube and Twitch, but that's always subject to change depending on what the retards running the platform do. I'm not going to talk much about that great community spirit and show you clips and examples in the closing of this segment because literally open up any stream any day and you will see it firsthand. There's a reason why Lumi has an incredibly loyal and passionate fan base. Even me, who is a borderline Vtubing tourist, is rooting the fuck out of the lemon whore. However, to vouch for Grumi's great community spirit, I'll tell you one of my own little anecdotes. See, when I started my VTubing arc, I made the Phase Connect is the best VTuber agency video, which I now fucking hate. I want to delete this so badly. Anyway, starting from scratch with 0 subscribers, the first question is, how am I going to get some reach and engagement? So I thought about it, and it clicked instantly. Knowing Lumi, I bet if I posted this video on the Twatters and then at her and put a positive comment in the tweet, I bet she will reply and like the tweet. She probably won't watch it, but she'll definitely see it and give me that sweet, sweet engagement. So like a complete Giga Chad, no fear, I did it. I posted the video and I at her, and it worked. She did exactly what I thought she would do. All according to Keikaku. I'm a genius. I managed to Grumi the Lumi. But seriously though, what actually impressed me about this little event was I'm pretty sure she did this minutes after opening Twitter for the first time for the day. She liked the tweet with the video and commented during her loading screen that plays for like the 10 minutes before the stream starts for real. Now that's fucking impressive because that means that even when she's getting prepped to start a stream, she's still browsing the socials and engaging with fans. The influx of Twitter interest I got when they moved from Twitter to my YouTube video basically shoved a rocket up the algorithm's ass too. And I hit like 20k views in a week thanks to that. So my Oshi is literally responsible for my own VTubing success, which is kind of cool. So now let's move on to the last segment, the conclusion and why I think she is a potential megastar.
What are you trying to get crazy with, Eze? Don't you know I'm loco?
Let me explain why I think she's potential megastar material. No, it's not just because she's my favourite tuber. I love the singing and the other stuff, but I literally just want the gaming personally. However, objectively speaking, I think her other stuff really is first class. Fundamentally speaking, the person behind Lumi Kaneko is quite cunning and intelligent. Yes, cunning, seriously. She gets Vtubing, she understands what works and what the fans like and want to see. A lot of people in the Lumination do honestly think she's a bit stupid and they can Groomy the Lumi, but no, it's you she has wrapped around her finger. She has literally cultivated her own community like a gardener from scratch as an independent, mostly via a cool, consistent streaming style. Yes, she's had some minor moments in her streaming career that have brought attention, like the White Woman song cover or the other bits of degeneracy, but nothing that has the universal appeal or shock factor of Tenma's raging, La Criatura thirsting, or Pippa's completely unfiltered menacing. Being able to cultivate, weed, and care for the chat and community is an essential talent for VTubers who want to make that step into mega numbers. You can never fully control the spirit of your community, particularly when you have an incredibly large numbers, but communities will police themselves to a large extent, not just in terms of direct moderation either. When you build a solid community identity, when outsiders and tourists come in and try to change or influence things, a type of silent gatekeeping can happen. The outside influences will get no notice on the streamer or regulars in the chat and community, and that will usually force the unwanted sort away, or they will convert. Now, whether Lumi could handle top Hololive and Niji Sanji numbers is unproven as it currently stands, right? However, I think she's definitely capable of managing the incredibly fickle, super parasocial, and temperamental mega chats and communities larger VTubers get, since she's excellent at engaging the chat, making them feel valued and special, but is also able to turn rude and inappropriateness into jokes or content. She knows what she's doing, she knows when to ignore things and when to pick things up. It's also important to point out that this isn't all Machiavellian planning either, it is genuine. She does actually care about her community and your entertainment experience. If she didn't, she wouldn't try so hard to develop herself and her skills, because, well, she wouldn't give a shit, would she? Next reason, the person behind Lumi Kaneko is very resilient, has a great work ethic. Pretty much all VTubers who make it into a decent agency deserve to be there. I don't know of a decent VTubing agency that is bad at recruitment. They tend to have problems with retention and managing talents, but they usually get recruitment spot on. So people who join your Hololives, your Niji Sanjis, and these days, even FaZe Connect. Let's go FaZe. Corpo VTubers get a big, immediate influx of fans, interest, support, advertisement, and of course, this places great expectation on the debuting VTuber to live up to this reputation. The VTubers that have come before, who have built the company reputation, basically trickle down and give a lot to new debuting VTubers in the organization, just by virtue of that corporate reputation, and some VTubers and megacorps have little to zero experience streaming or VTubing previously, and can get several tens of thousands of subscribers before they even debut thanks to that blue Hololive Dorito or Niji fish. What I quite like and respect about Lumi is her journey to becoming a successful content creator is the same as any independent VTuber or streamer in general. She really has had to build an audience, like originally by herself from nothing. No support, no free ride. She has experienced the woes of being a 2-viewer streamer Andy and has spent a very fair chunk of time in the literally who are you zone. She has done very well for herself and has done better than most people, but there has not been a meteoric rise, no big career break. It's been through grit, determination, and just time with her streaming that is very consistent and quite excellent. She's tried so many different things to get noticed and get some traction, experimenting with different character traits, learning languages to appeal to other demographics, trying all sorts of different content, not just resorting to low effort shit, and of course continuing to work on that fantastic singing ability of hers. Like I said before, she's not a karaoke queen. The technical skill and vocal range is proof of consistent long-term practice. She is a veteran. Now, Lumi, as she currently stands, is not on the same level as Mori Calliope, but it's not too far behind. She's maybe a tier below. Even though she's not objectively on the same tier, it doesn't matter because it still leaps and bounds ahead of most. And many of us unironically enjoy it far more than fucking Taylor Swift, for example. Like seriously, I'd rather buy tickets to see Loomers perform rather than Taylor Swift. Outrageous statement maybe, but I like what I like, fuck you. However, I do think even without the resources of HoloLive, she could get pretty damn close. She may not be there, she may not want to go there, but she definitely could. Unlike most VTubers who sing weeb stuff and typical Japanese pop music, Lumi sings more classical and traditional Western music. Yes, she does weeb stuff too, but the Western songs she covers I really do think are phenomenal. She could even carve a VTuber niche out in that sector of singing. Also, this is not me having a go, I'm just saying I prefer Luma's classical singing to the other stuff. The final point is just her being a very cultured gamer with great taste in things in general. Very interesting personality. Most female VTubers are weebs and very girly, and it usually is a coin flip as to whether they're actually a real gamer, someone who really does enjoy all sorts of games and is actually somewhat competent at them. There's a reason why Minecraft and party games are such popular picks. Yes, to some extent it's because these games are just all around super popular and bound to attract an audience. But it's also because they require almost no skill and not much focus. So it allows talents to be doing something, but it's not distracting enough to stop them talking, interacting, or performing their stuff. Lumi is pretty much one of the boys. She loves that Warhammer fantasy and 40k stuff. She likes space and nerdy things, not just super girly things. When Lumi came onto the scene at first, there were basically zero VTubers covering RTS and strategy games on the regular. This isn't so much the case now, but they're still bugger all and it's mainly hobbyists. I think for many of us, this makes her incredibly relatable, and that's a very powerful emotion, particularly when it's a genuine interest in hobbies. It's not even a cute girly thing, like literally anyone who understands what I'm referring to when I say 100 of Tarvit's loyalists remained. They were the only survivors of their glorious last stand, and he had gathered them in the remains of the War Singer's temple, sons of Horus, Emperor's children, and even a few lost-looking world eaters. Tarvis noticed there were no Death Guard in their numbers, thinking that perhaps a few had survived Mortarian's scourging of the trenches. But knowing that they may as well have been on the other side of Istvan III, this was the end. They all knew it, but none of them gave voice to that fact. He knew all their names now. They're gonna be my best friend, whether they like it or not. Your consent is irrelevant. Loomers shares her interest in hobbies with the chat as she's going on the learning experience, and it's fun to see a complete novice start that journey into your favourite rabbit hole. I would personally recommend Lumi's great 2022 40k binge. She has a reaction video to Astartes, she's watched the cutscenes and done a lot of learning about the fall of Cadia. She's played Warhammer 3, etc, etc. It's good fun, go watch it all. I think the combination of that struggle to hit success despite having some legit skills that trump many other VTubers shows that she has that mental fortitude to handle the pressures of being a mega idol. It's one thing to not make it when you don't really have that much to offer relative to others. It's a completely different thing when you are a genuine talent putting in so much work though, right? I believe I got this right. At one point while still in Cyberlive, Loomers was in college pursuing higher education, as Cyberlive was basically fail cascading. So she took up a role as a manager within the organization in addition to being a live talent, while streaming 90 hours a month, whilst also doing all the preparation work involved as a VTuber, plus having to regularly practice to maintain that singing ability. You know, that's just fucking insane. There are quite a few storied VTubers out there, like Kiara from HoloLive or Susei, who also had a hell of a struggle to launch their VTubing careers. Poor Kiara was putting her heart and soul into singing in concerts to an audience of like 12 originally, and it looked like breaking 1k YouTube subscribers is never gonna happen. She's made it now though, and I don't know if Lumi was ever in a state of despair about how her streaming career was going at the start, but she didn't give up. She's kept going, and she's shown tremendous positivity all the while. Her current success is definitely earned and deserved. I like her pretty cool, polite, and friendly personality that doesn't go too far into the fake, pure maiden idol girl territory. She's a mostly respectful person and honestly is quite a normal woman who's just expressing herself in her hobbies. That's why I'm rooting for her. So make sure you subscribe and buy her fucking $35 bag of coffee. That is seriously the only good one that Phase Connect sells. Because if you don't and Loomers has to quit, well, I'm going to have to find a new Bloody Dwarf Fortress streamer, and they're all shit. And that's why I think Loomers is pretty cool, and that is why I think she is a megastar material. Let it be known that DaVinci Resolve Studio broke before the Lord Morlington. See you in a few weeks, where I will make a movie video on Ashley Arinko. I have been Michael Bay. Goodbye.